Let's send it down to the third member of our team, Mackenzie Hamilton, who's standing by.
All right, Gronk, I got to start with the most important question of today. Did you and Chris decide on an official bet for this game?
Yes, we did.
I thought you were going to say Mixmaster Mike because I heard you're a huge Beastie Boys fan. Is that true? What'd you think of him tonight?
There's a rumor out there.
Happy National Signing Day. We've got Coach Brennan here in the studio with us to break down Arizona football's newest Wildcats.
What else is on the docket this weekend in Tucson? What are some places you have to go or people you have to see?
Well, obviously the football game.
To ensure that this is your best game day experience yet, we've listened to your feedback and have launched our top 5 game day improvements.
In a season high in attendance in McHale this afternoon, over 8,000 fans showing up to cheer you guys on. Coach Mauer had one word for her Knights: assertive. She wants them to go out there, take control of this game, and be confident in their play.
At the Combine, you recorded the 3rd fastest 40 time for a tight end. We knew you were fast, but this winter in your training, what were you doing to really dial in on that speed?
Yeah, just working on the mechanics.
It's an end of an era here in McHale this afternoon. Arizona's Iron Woman, Jalen, who owns the program record for number of sets and matches played, will take her home court one final time. Yeah, let's talk offense now. With your 23-point night, you now have 50 games with 20-plus points. Congrats on that. You also tied your career high for 6 three-pointers. What is the recipe for you to play your best basketball?
Just trusting God.
She brought over Sydney Bedeck, and if you've been watching Arizona volleyball this season, you know she's an energy bunny on this sideline, and she held her close to her this past huddle and said, hey, interject some energy and confidence into them right now. Thinking back to just a year ago, you were recovering from your ACL. You were sidelined for Arizona's spring game. What have you learned about yourself and your determination over this past year?
I've learned that I'm a very patient person.
And I wanted to ask you about your foundation. Its motto is BTB, be the best. Can you explain what that means and how it fits into the mission of your foundation?
Right, yeah, thanks for asking.
I loved your tweet after the official announcement of you coming to Tucson. You said, I would say I'm excited to get to work, but I'm already a few hours in. What is on the top of your to-do list as you work to assemble your staff, your roster, and overall this program?
Yeah, you just nailed the 2 things.
Coach Mansfield, you told me pregame that you wanted your team to string together 2 sets, and now you guys just need one more. How do you guys keep this momentum alive?
I think we hung in.
Jaden, Coach Fish was saying that you have really transformed into a whole new player this spring, that your attention to detail, film watching, note-taking, it's all at another level. What sparked this change for you? After that tough Wednesday night loss, you guys went into the locker room, had a team-led meeting. What was said in that meeting, and how did you see it play out tonight?
You know, we said a lot in the meeting that a lot needed to change.
Arizona is looking to snap a 3-game losing streak, and Coach Stubbs believes that in order for her team to accomplish that tonight, they have to consistently compete throughout this entire match. They also have to play as a unit and play together no matter what Kansas State throws their way. Lastly, she told me that the focus for them in practice this week has been going over game-like scenarios in which the match is on the line and the girls have to execute under pressure. Props to her because she followed Maddie Simpson on that breakaway. She did not let up, and she was there for that deflection and rebound. We'll see Auburn taking advantage and switching the attack to counter. Maddie Simpson using her speed and a great first step. Barankova coming out and blocking it, but yep, that was Olivia Candolino just one-touching it into the back of the net.
If I told you all of this last January, would you have believed me? You're an integral part of this team on the field. You're a team captain. You were just put on a scholarship. If I told you all of this last January, would you have believed me?
No, ma'am, probably not. I wouldn't have believed you. Last January, I didn't really know where I was mentally, let alone, physically. And me, Marta Irby, I'm more than just football. About like 2nd grade, I got in trouble in my school. I was getting suspended and stuff, so my mom moved me to a music conservatory school in 3rd grade. They didn't even have sports. So I would get up, I'll go to that school, and it's like sports didn't even matter to none of these people. Like, no one cared about football, no one cared about sports, so it was just about art. So I I was fully indulged in it. So then I played for my neighborhood school. Ever since, flag, mighty might, I was playing D-line, I was playing running back, fullback, anything that I could just to, have fun, because that's what it was to me. I wanted to just have fun.
And it continued to be fun for the next 16 years, taking Irby all the way from flag to Pac-12 football.
So when did it not become fun for you anymore?
I would say probably around COVID year. I got contact traced twice. I missed the season. I was coming back from a meniscus tear. So that was the first time I'm like, dang, I don't know how I'm feeling about football. And then right before my final spring ball, I went home for spring break and I got in a car accident. And so I came back, I was sitting on the side, I had a concussion. DC got fired. The nickel position was up in the air at my last school. So I just was kind of feeling like everything was going against me, and I lost sight of the fact that I'm blessed to play this. It was too much. I was depressed, honestly, feeling like, dang, I give my all to this and nothing seems to go my way, nothing seems to work out. Man, if I'm being honest, I started having thoughts that I shouldn't have, So, yeah, I needed to step away. I needed to.
And you used music to help you step away, right?
Yeah, he's basically my little brother. We're very creative together, and I told him, like, I think I'm about to walk away. And so we decided to make a whole production. It was more so just like, I'm more than football, I wasn't trying to hurt no one, rub anybody the wrong way, but me, Martell Irby, I'm more than just football. I feel like that was the best way for me to display that.
And it's what kept Martell busy throughout that summer. But come fall, something else caught his attention again.
Football came back on. So initially I'm watching football, I'm like, dang, like, this is crazy. But then towards the end of the season, so about like December-ish, that was when I started thinking, like, if I want to do this, like if I want to play football again, I gotta make a decision right now. So then I started reaching out to all the coaches I knew, like, okay, I want to play, like, hey, like, you got a spot for me, things like that.
Him and I had a great relationship before I left UCLA, and then he reached out and texted us that he wants to continue to play football, and I said, I got to get back to work and figure out exactly where we're at with the numbers and stuff. And I had to talk to Coach when we got the okay. He was ready to go.
As soon as they hit me back, I spent the last of the money that I had to get a Kia, get my car. I knew that in order for me to be what I needed to be, in order to become what I needed to lock in completely. So I told my dad before I was even on the team, like, oh, Dad, I'm gonna go stay with some of my teammates. I drove my Kia out to Tucson. I'm staying in like the parking lot of like Planet Fitness and Target, and I'm just waking up, I'm showering there, I'm waking up. I did that for probably all of January. I was just doing that every day, and I had like a little sheet, okay, I need to get down to this, get down to this. I was just running, working out for like a month.
By February, Irby joined the Wildcats for the offseason.
Where's Irby at? What'd you come in at? Tell the truth.
Like 227.
What do you weigh now?
194.
Okay. And you feel stronger, better, and everything else?
Yeah.
All right, so anything can be done if you commit to it, okay? He was on the treadmill constantly at night. He was constantly working. He was doing extra.
And at that same time, doing extra work off of the field.
Whenever I could, I was doing security. I was taking pictures. Like, some nights was what? Didn't get off security till like 2, but like, I know I gotta get up 6:30, like, but I knew it would be worth it. I knew it would be worth it.
His hard work was worth it. First, earning him a spot on the field. Next, the title of captain. And finally, a scholarship.
To say that you're gonna help me and like, make it a lot easier for me, bro. Like, I was just thankful, bro. I hugged Coach Fitz so tight, bro. I think I hugged him like twice. He walks away, and I'm just able to talk to the team, like, and just share a little bit of what I share with you. That like, no matter what the circumstance may be, if you believe in yourself, put the work in, and trust God, and continue to go, like, we can take this as far as we want.
Irby needed Arizona. Arizona needed Irby, and that's what he's bringing to our team and brought into our family. It's amazing. He never has a bad day. You know, he's always got a smile on his face.
My goal is to have fun every moment that I'm out here. Because I don't know what's going to happen next. We was just talking about this. I don't know. I have no idea. But I do know that I have a chance to lead my teammates.
Come on, y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, I do have a chance to play football, the game that I've been playing since I was 5.
What do you want the guys to take away from your story?
And stopped short of the goal line is Robinson. Irby was the one that came up and had the hit.
Yes, sir. Come on. Come on, let's play.
I want them to understand that a relationship with Christ is not tied to your performance. The love that he has for us is never gonna change. If you bank on God and you believe in yourself, like, anything is possible. You feel me? Because that's what I've been operating on since January, since I got here. You know, and now it's September. Oh my goodness, Kenzie. Oh my goodness, it just gets a lot, you know, sometimes. But yeah, I'm just thankful. I couldn't have pictured it. I couldn't have, for sure.